All right, so here's our quick little one-off.
One-off of a one-off.
It's a one-off of a one-off. So we were just laughing because we were thinking about the worst ways to start Episode 8 for Star Wars Episode 8. Like, how could they ruin the franchise right off the bat? So, James, tell me your idea.
Well, my first idea was when Rey sees him on the island, and his first words to her are, "All right, guys, come out." And then all the Gungans come out of the water. I mean, yeah, that would be done.
Master Luke!
She's a Hia! Oh, the girl! Let's...
Like, Rey pulls out the lightsaber, slaughters every last one of them.
And that's why Kylo turned bad.
Yeah, because everyone who came to train with Luke was Gungans, and no, but they have to come riding out of the water on those things from Attack of the Clones, and on the what's the ocean, I forget what the planet that is,
Naboo,
where they made all the clones.
Oh, Geonosis.
Yeah, not Geonosis.
Well, that's where they made the. Anyway, moving on.
Who cares?
All right, Joel, your turn. How could they ruin the movie?
I think, like, for me, it would, like, I'd be really pissed if, I don't know, like, it starts off and Luke, I don't know, like, goes over to a rock, presses, like, a button, and it's like, it has, like, spy music. It goes down, like, an elevator thing, like, into, like, a cockpit. They both get in, and, like, the whole island just goes and just blasts off, and he's like, "We're gonna go save the day." It's just like a music video. I think I would hate that, but then I'd also be like, "What the crap? This is kind of awesome."
I think they could,
but ruin the franchise.
If they went the route of Yoda, where Yoda just came across as like loony, like Luke spent all this time alone, he's gone kind of crazy too. So if he kind of pulled off his Joker persona. Like, yeah, if he just played like a comically just crazy person throughout the whole rest of the franchise, that'd be pretty damning.
Yeah, like he has like little figures just like Rey made in her home, and he's got like a little Yoda when he's like, "I'm gonna teach you the Force."
I love that picture he did for her birthday, or at least posted for her birthday, with him riding her back. If they could completely ruin the movie by doing a montage training sequence, but like have like the music and like
the Force, you're gonna learn the Force.
And the midichlorians.
Midichlorians. There we go. Yeah, that would straight ruin the movie. It starts off with midichlorians. He pulls out like a little mini what's those little things you jump on, like a rebounder. There we go. That's what they called them back then. Rebounders. Do workout on little trampolines. Gotta get my rebounder. Midichlorians. What if Luke's lightsaber, like, he like force pulls it to him, turns it on, turns a little switch, and then like it does like a weird arc, and then he has like, I don't know, just like a funky looking lightsaber. I don't know, just something just like ridiculous.
It's got a flower petal thing at the top.
No. He like holds up to her face, like gonna turn it on, and it goes, you know, does like a clown thing, like shoots
confetti.
Water out. Gotcha. It's a long joke. I know. I've been here for a long time. It was. I think
a running joke that would, if they joked about having to replace the batteries in their lightsabers. Like they're in the middle of fighting, they start going out and like starts hitting it, and then it like comes back on. Like if that became a running joke in the rest of the series.
Oh gosh. Oh, like I wonder I wonder what Chewie's gonna be up to on the planet.
You know, it'd be funny. Like when she goes into his little hut or whatever he's living in, like he just like he kicks back and he does everything with the Force. He literally does nothing. He's just become like a fat slob. He won't even get up and get a drink. He'll like pour it from whatever kind of faucet he has and just float the cup over to him. It's like, yeah, I've kind of let go a little.
Like it's just like doesn't reach up for anything like food. It's just like food just keeps like floating over to him to eat it into his mouth.
The entire like conversation where they're having this serious talk, he's just like food's flying towards his mouth and he just kind of casually eats it.
Dude, think of episode 1, Jar Jar like tongue trying to get the food, you know, where Rey's like really like Finn almost died. I don't know if he's gonna survive, and blah blah. And it's just like gulp, like liquids being pulled out of his cup. You know, like wine just like floating through the air into his mouth, splashing onto him. Man, there are so many ways you could easily ruin.
R2-D2 comes over to him, and his head flips up into a trash can. He just throws trash inside of him.
No. R2-D2 comes over, his head flips up, and it's like beer inside with ice.
Oh, you know, like you did with the lightsaber. He's like, zzz. He makes him shoot him with beer. He's like, bear me.
Dude, okay, what if... Here's something that would, I mean, straight up ruin it. If they just used all kinds of language that's just modern, like, you know, like, just modern, like a New York.
Yeah, give me some examples,
like,
Stroll.
Hey there, yo.
You nailed it.
I heard you're a Force user. I don't know what that is.
What the heck?
You do a New York accent. Do Luke New York accent.
Yo, Ray, thanks for bringing me my lightsaber.
Force grabs, misses, falls into the ocean. Now, okay, I know. Way to ruin it. Take the episode from It's Always Sunny when Dennis just like strips down. Ah! That's how it starts. What the?
She hands him the lightsaber and he takes it and just throws it back in the ocean. All right, let's talk about the bad guys because we haven't talked anything about. We only talked really about Luke. How could the bad guys run it?
I think if General Hux, like, I don't know, he's taking sorts of crazy spice or something. Like, what if he's actually like Jabba in disguise? Like Jabba is actually alive. He like morphed his soul. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Just like the most unlikely character to actually like. Oh yeah, like zip. Like like peels his skin off and Jabba slithers out.
I feel like I actually might like this. I would hate the franchise at this point, but if General is it Hux? You said.
Mm-hmm.
If because he seems kind of like a douchebag. If like they had a ski off montage where he's like the king of the mountain and Kylo has to prove himself on the slopes.
Dude, they're doing like practice with a lightsaber, like chopping trees and stuff like that.
That would actually be a pretty cool sequence. Kylo's skiing down the mountain, but going through like the toughest part because it's got all the trees and just slicing them all down as he goes. But he wouldn't do it like a badass Jedi. He would just be like waving at like a little like wand in front of him, like, ding, 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 cutting down trees.
Anime style, like that. You know, like really fast. Like left, right, left, right, left, right.
I think it pretty much, I mean, we already had another Death Star. If they put another Death Star in this, I think people would just walk out of the theater.
Here we go. Movie starts, pans down to a Death Star, and then like kind of think of like a porthole opening on one side, a mini Death Star comes out and shoots out and like like just so many Death Stars. Like how about 4 Death Stars in one scene?
Yeah, no,
like
forget forget 4 Death Stars. Instead of having like little TIE fighters, it's just a whole fleet of mini Death Stars. They're fighting the X-Wings.
They're all shooting the big laser blast too, like exploding planet after planet.
I'm pretty sure if you like suck the energy out of a sun, you would ruin a big portion of your galaxy. Just the gravitational. Yeah. We won't get into that though.
Okay, what about movie or camera mechanics that would really ruin the movie?
Well, they could, for number one, they could bring back transitions.
What do you mean bring back transitions?
You know, like the wipes and the
wipes. Well, that doesn't ruin. I mean, I like that.
Yeah, but they didn't do it in the last one, and I don't feel like.
Yeah, they did.
Not like.
They did it a lot. It's actually a lot. There's a ton of them. Some of them are
not
done
the
so
camera
well you almost
dial
don't even
thing.
notice. No, I mean, like, you know how it wipes left or right or down.
Yeah, that's fine. But like the camera dial was kind of like crossing the edge. What if they added like a bunch of those? Like they do like the diamonds and stuff and the jigsaw puzzle, the cube spin.
Yeah, I think maybe I don't mind actually the clock spin one, depending on, I think that can actually still work. But I didn't like the diamond one as much. I think that was only in the Clone Wars or the prequels. I feel like a camera trick would be every shot tilted, like canted sideways, left or right, the whole movie. That would, I couldn't even, I don't know. I would have to like get the movie, re-edit it, and make it.
I'm just going to turn my TV when I watch it, tilt my head in the theater.
What about Matrix scenes in it? Like just insane slow-mo. I feel like that could, like they did a slow-mo shot in The Force Awakens, and that's the first time there has been a slow-mo shot in all of Star Wars.
I'm actually okay with some slow motion Matrix type stuff.
They did a really good job at doing it. It was very subtle. It was almost didn't seem like it was slow-mo because it worked on such a dramatic scene, and then it cut right back to full speed. But I don't know if I want a full slow-mo shot, honestly.
I mean, think of how they did it with the Old Republic trailers. I think that would be fine. I think that was really tasteful. If you did it,
it's cool, but it also feels so anime and so like stylized. And I think what The Force Awakens did so well with the lightsaber battles is it kept like it really.
I wouldn't say do it like the entire fight, but like doing it once at a big moment would I think could add a lot to it. I mean, I think of Sherlock Holmes did such a fantastic job with that effect.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you could do a cool shot with maybe it could even be like Luke using the Force or something, you know what I mean? Or a really powerful part when he uses the Force where it just kind of like he almost like, let's say something gets out of control and he stops it, you know, and he like does something and just throws something or pulls something and it's just like crazy. Maybe.
He crazy pulls something.
I'll probably freak out when it happens, but it's one of those things that I just don't know if something like that would hold up very well after multiple viewings, if it would kind of just seem a little tacky. But well, now this is going back into more of a review of Star Wars.
Let's go back into ruining. Let's ruin Star Wars. I think modern music would pretty much ruin Star Wars. Like if they started adding dubstep.
Like if it did that, oh gosh, oh man, I would have to re-edit it. I would have to re-edit and just pretend it doesn't exist. Like my Star Wars heart could not handle that.
Anything?
Like I would honestly handle a full Jar Jar movie better than that probably. Because it's at least an alien character. Even though I hate it, it wouldn't be as annoying as starting the movie off with freaking dubstep.
Yeah, but you could
music.
watch with subtitles and just turn the sound off.
But I would know it, James. I would know right now it's going wah 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 wah. Wah. No, I couldn't do it, James. I couldn't. I would know it's happening.
I know what you're doing under that cover.
I mean, I can't think of anything else. There's so many ways that it could be ruined, but
Kylo Ren gets a haircut. Gets like Jim
Carrey from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
A bowl cut.
You find out Snoke is only like 2 feet tall. And he's like trying to tell Kylo to do something. Kylo's just like kicks him.
Okay, here we go. Kylo Ren's mask, his new mask, right? Makes him sound like battle droids. Just the Roger. That's my lightsaber. Roger.
Oh, they could bring back the God, what are they called? The separatists. The Asian dudes. Supreme Leader Snoke.
Snoke pulls off a mask. Is that legal?
I heard they found Luke Skywalker. We're in deep trouble now.
What if Kylo Ren pulls his face off and that's actually another mask? He's been wearing 2 masks. It's like the little alien guy from Men in Black. Like there's a little dude, and it's actually Snoke inside of Kylo Ren. And he projects himself outside of him because he's been controlling him ever since. What if Star Wars turns into, like, they talk about the kyber crystals, you know, like the things that power the lightsabers. Supposedly, the kyber crystals are powering some of the weapons on Kylo Ren's ship. But what if they turned, like, the movie very much into, like, a Pokemon where, like, during it, they kind of self-promote the crystals, like, you gotta collect them all, and they sell them in the toy stores. You know, kind of like, Luke, but I only have the red and green crystals. If you collect the blue and the purple ones, you can combine it for a more powerful force-wielding lightsaber. Like, looks at the TV, like, the screen for, like, a second.
I think they could ruin it by going overly politically correct. Like, trying to include every single race, lifestyle, everything, and not focus on the story. Which,
yeah,
if they went completely all out and they had like a completely rainbow lightsaber where it shoots up just a bunch of blades at one time so you can get all the colors in.
They have to include the crazy tattoo people, the like full tattoo, so like the lizard tattoo guy. Oh, I guess we have Darth Maul. Never mind. I rest my case.
Oh, I want to bring him back.
I would love to see Darth Maul come back in an Obi-Wan film. I think that would work really well, but I think it'd be hard for the general audience to accept that.
What if you found out Snoke is the head of Count Dooku, still alive? Remember when Anakin cut his head off?
Yeah.
He's just in a jar.
They call him the Headless Horseman, the Headless Sith.
Ooh, pod racing.
That I actually would be fine with. I loved pod racing.
Yeah.
There was, what was wrong with pod racing?
It took up way too long in the movie.
No, it was awesome. It was a sick race. I'm sorry you don't like it, but pod racing was awesome. The sound was awesome. The visuals were amazing.
It had some cool elements to it, and it worked for that movie. I just think for the Empire Strikes Back of this trilogy, that would be really out of step.
Well, I mean, when I agree with bringing it back, I wouldn't say maybe bring it back as Rey as a pod racer, but like if they went to some place and there was pod racing like going by, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, okay but if I'm talking about if they actually like just explored that whole story again.
Oh. Yeah, no, it goes back to the origins of pod racing. Like,
I mean,
what the
I'd
heck?
be okay if they showed pod racing in the movie, especially considering they had all those pod racing flags at Maz's temple. Like, I would be okay if that was happening in the background while they're talking, like at a big event or something. But I don't know.
What if it starts the streaming stars, but then it pulls out and it's night pod racing, and it's just like lights going by, and it's not really stars. The pod racing. And it's Watto, like Watto's younger brother who survived and was angry at Anakin.
All right. Well, I think that's good enough to ruin the movie for now.
That's good.
If you have ideas for how to ruin the movie, make sure to leave it in the comments. And we'll laugh at it because it'll sure to be funny. More funny than a lot of the stuff we just said, but thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, children. May the force be with you.
Thanks, Dave.